Maybe now?
Does it say N?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, it is.
Let me pull it up.
Did the Lorax serve in Vietnam?
Bro. There's 3.
I'll just go all retrospectively. Retro. Okay, wait. So. Okay. I think all the difficulties have been worked out.
So I think we should do a recap.
Oh yeah. That's facts. Okay.
So
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta.
We think she's all right, but she's not like, top of the line. Bowser Jr. is a minor. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Bowser, he himself is kind of like a weird guy because he abducts women. So, like, that's kind of weird.
He's also, like, he, like, plays the piano and, like, buys flowers. And like,
he does
sings.
do that.
So that's why he's beta, because I think that, like, Supreme RIZZ kind of gets dialed down because he's kidnapping people.
That's true.
I think just that evens out to about beta.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on, we have Captain Falcon.
Okay. Falcon, I think, is actually sick. We should have, like a Chad.
I mean,
I guess you could say the same about, like, Wizard of Oz.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So wait, what do you think of Captain Falcon?
I don't think I've ever heard him sing more than, show me your moves.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Come on. Like, I don't know if his RIZZ game is all
He's
that.
not necessarily, like, an intelligent soul, but he's handsome.
You know how there's, like, old animations of him?
Yeah.
We should have watched those so we know what his RIZZ game is.
Yeah, maybe we should have done more research, but just based on what I know about him...
Let's put him in minor for now.
Okay, we're gonna put him in the minor tier. Okay. What do you think?
I think the next one is Chrom. I think that's
Chrom. Next up, we get
Chrom. He's got that like nonchalantness. He's like, I don't care.
Anything can change. I feel like he says stuff like that a lot.
Yeah, I don't remember what he says, but
I feel like Chrom. The only
crazy.
downside of Chrom in my mind is like I feel like he probably seems like somewhat of a clone of everybody else. Like he's not necessarily his own person that much. So for that, I'm gonna put him. It's such a jump from Bowser to Captain.
Maybe we should put one in between.
Yeah, maybe. Or yeah, maybe we should just move him like here and then make this one like a meh.
We could make it like Beta, Rizzy, Wizard of Oz, Rizzler.
Okay. Or like mid.
But I think Beta.
Is Beta mid? Beta sounds bad.
True. Okay. Let's make it. And I'm not gonna press caps. Mid. That's MD. Mid. And then Chrom goes there.
There we go. Chrom is mid.
Super mid. Next we have Cloud. Strife.
I would put Cloud pretty high because I think even in his own game, like he's Rizzful.
Yeah, he might actually be a Rizzler tier.
Yeah, he might be our first Rizzler. I'm down if you're down.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, Corrin. Here's my problem, right?
Okay.
If you examine this, Corrin has the feet out. That's weird to me.
That's the first thing that occurred to me as well.
If you ever hung out with somebody and they just had the dogs out, like who let the dogs out, bro? I'm not down with that.
Because of that, I kind of want to put him in resistor tier.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me, Corrin. It's gonna be a no for me.
Yeah.
What about Daisy over here?
I mean, let's set up the scene. So imagine you're on the first date.
Okay.
It's like a blind date.
Yeah.
You sit down. You're like, hi.
Let's play it out. Hey, nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Daisy!
Oh my god. So, just because of that is going to be a bit intimidating for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Might
be Beta, because I feel like she'd be a good person.
Yeah.
But, like, the RIZZ game isn't
She's got good intentions, but she's just, sadly, a psychopath.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Dark Pit? He's got kind of that...
Minor. You almost...
Okay. You're right. Okay. Okay, what about Dark Samus?
Dark Samus even a living being?
This is really an interesting one because I don't think Dark Samus can communicate in any capacity, or I don't even think there's anything under the armor. I think it's like a possessed armor type of situation. So
yeah.
How does that make you feel?
How old is Dark Samus? I'm actually gonna look that up.
I'm putting Dark Samus in the minor tier. Okay. Diddy Kong. Do you think Diddy Kong's a minor?
He might actually be like a type of monkey.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah. What does that even mean?
So, I think that wasn't like Dark Samus created from like the armor, like getting infected by something, and then like boom, it's like this separate entity.
I don't know the whole lore around Dark Samus, but I would guess it's some sort of alien technology or something like that.
Yeah, okay. I should stop dwelling.
I'm calling Diddy a minor.
Yeah, I think it's weird to put him anywhere else.
Yeah. What about DK though?
I think. Are gorillas RIZZ?
I mean, here's the thing. He abducts women also. He abducted Peach.
Oh my god.
He's infamous for it.
Okay, but I think he's a step below Bowser because Bowser tries to, create actual romantic or just emotional connection with people. Donkey Kong's just like...
Just brings him to the top of a building. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. He's weird.
He's a resistor.
Yeah. I'll still get it, but Corrin below. The feet thing, I'm just not vibing with.
Should we do the Mii's? Because I think the Mii is whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, and plus they're minors.
Really?
In my mind. Okay,
Why
Doc.
do you, space them evenly?
That's a... I don't know.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Dr.
Mario.
Dude.
He's wealthy.
He's a pondering.
He's a smart man, and he's wealthy. He's getting those doctor checks.
I think he's a Wizard of Oz, personally.
I'm going to agree with you. I think Dr. Mario, he's just a man with a plan. He's just a man on a mission.
Okay, we're skipping Duck Hunt. Moving
I don't
on
even
to
know how we would do that.
Falco.
Okay.
I think he's, hands off my prey.
Yeah, hands off my prey.
And,
he's got some good lines.
He's very confident.
Yeah. Sorry, not a chance. Like, I feel like he's the type to reject
Doesn't he have, a different voice for a different dub that's, super,
Yeah, the Japanese. I'll insert the Japanese Falco right here. He's so chatted out the wazoo. He's the biggest Chad you've ever seen in your whole life. He's like, Nando Kimimando this.
I was going to wait for you to...
Yeah, he's really sick. So, where would you put him?
I think Wizard of Oz. He's not the Rizzler, but he's definitely up there.
Here, could you make a new tier?
Okay, we're adding
right
yet
below.
another tier.
Could you make a new tier right below this one?
Okay.
Call it cool if Japanese.
Okay. Cool if Japanese.
Yeah. Could you make one tier also right between the minor tier and the other tier? Could you just call it 3 question marks? Actually, I don't know if question mark will turn off the camera. Just do it and then I'll turn it back on. Yeah, let me see.
Okay. We're chilling. We're chilling.
Dude.
Yo.
Okay. Anyways. Okay.
So now we can go to Duck Hunt. I think he's question marked here.
Yeah. Because what? Anyways.
Yeah. Fox.
What do you think about Fox? I think Fox is kind of raw.
I think he's a Rizzler.
Yeah, I think Fox is pretty sick, to be honest. He's the leader of a crew.
He's also cool if Japanese, right?
He's also cool if Japanese, but he's cool even if not Japanese.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
That's how you know. Ganondorf.
This is kind of an interesting case. I want to hear what you have to say first.
I think, despite the fact that he may be a cunning character in some of the games, he's got to be a resistor. Because his goal is to, place evil monsters everywhere. And that's not very RIZZ,
Yeah, and it's interesting. So many of these characters, their biggest ops are just, princesses. How odd is that?
His biggest... Oh, that is true.
What What about Greninja? He's a frog who wears his tongue as a scarf.
Okay, I thought of what we should replace the 3 question marks with. Animal.
Okay.
Like, I think does Greninja? He only goes Greninja and flaps his tongue.
Yeah, I think it is weird if you are into Greninja. So you're right. I think we could definitely
Put that in the. We don't freaking know.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we got. That's not Roy. That's what's his name? Nate.
Ike. Next we got Ike.
We got Nate.
Okay, next up we got Nate. How would you rate Nate?
I think he's mid. I think he goes with Crom.
Yeah, I would agree with that because he's just at least he's buff though. I think he's a bit more buff.
That's true. Yeah.
So I think that's gonna raise him a little bit.
Next is Incineroar. Okay,
Incineroar.
this is a tough case.
Because it is an animal, but he's a wrestler. Though.
Yeah, he's like, yeah!
Yeah, he's kind of like a person.
But I still think we should play safe and put in question marks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do make a new tier right above this one.
How many tiers?
Just make a new one.
What are we calling it?
Question mark, question mark, question mark, but ...
These are getting very,
specific. They're just one character tiers.
Okay.
Okay.
Next we got Inkling.
Inkling. Now,
Minor.
true. You're absolutely right.
It took me a second. I was thinking about it. And I was like, this is important. Minor.
But this one's almost like both of these.
Minor.
Yeah. Is this no, I think she's an adult, but she's an animal. Jigglypuff. This is okay, here's one thing Jigglypuff has in their court is the fact that Jigglypuff can sing really well. Or maybe very poorly, I don't know, but it causes people to fall asleep.
But it's also like a balloon.
It is like a balloon. I guess this is going question mark tier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Joker. You played the game, so you should talk about this.
Okay. Joker in the game Persona 5 has the most RIZZ. He will be it's crazy. I'm not gonna say anything, but it's crazy. Okay. So Joker's definitely going toward the top. And even in Smash, he's always got that little cat glazing him at all time. Looking cool, Joker.
Yeah, he's got the hype squad.
Yeah, he's got the #1 wingman. This is the GOAT. Okay. What about next up?
Ken. He ruled.
Ken ruled. And here's what I'm going to talk about with that is that if any of you guys know Street Fighter 6, if you see Ken, he's really like a homeless dad after his wife left him with the children. So he has no RIZZ at all because he lost everything that means anything to him. So I'm going to put Ken here.
Dang, that's harsh.
But it's true. It's had real life effects on him. King DDD, what the heck?
He's just offended it's in the list. How could they put him in the tier list?
What do you think?
I think he is more human than, say, Donkey Kong.
I think that's true. Even though he doesn't talk, and
goes,
wah, wah, wah.
Yeah,
he does make some weird.
He is a king.
He is a king,
and to be a king, you've got to have some level of charisma.
Mm-hmm.
However, he is the Kirby equivalent of a certain. Anyway, we should put him in. We should put him in Resistor, I think, because
yeah. He's just kind of a weirdo, and he's a bad guy. People don't like bad people.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Okay, next up.
King K. Rool. I think he's also a resistor too because he doesn't talk very much.
Yeah,
he likes to shoot people, and I feel like that's not a good combination.
And he's not really in good shape, in my opinion. Neither of these two are.
No,
they don't have the greatest physiques.
Speaking of physiques, we have Kirby.
Okay, next up, I'm not taking that argument. He's 15 billion years old.
I wasn't gonna go there.
Okay, Link. I think Link actually has max RIZZ because in the game there's always that girl who's in love with Link.
Actually, you're right. He doesn't say anything.
That is great. He's got the unspoken RIZZ. You got to make a new tier.
And they're just like,
you got to make a new tier right
so
now.
much, Link.
Make a tier above the top tier. Okay? He doesn't want to do it. You got to do it. He doesn't. So I'm paying him to be here right now. He doesn't want to, but it's his job.
Yeah,
Okay, unspoken RIZZ, and then we'll put Link in that tier. Because Link literally never says a word in any game, I think.
unspoken RIZZ.
And still, everybody loves him.
Why is RIZZ like got the red underline? What do you think I'm
I
trying
think
to say?
this is not a real word.
Fizz. Unspoken fizz.
Maybe RIZZ would work better in this context.
Okay, moving on.
Okay. So,
Ike. That's not Ike. That's Little Mac.
Oh, I was like, huh? Okay, Little Mac.
Tiny macaroni.
He is a short king, which I think is going to drag him down a little bit. But
He's still a king.
He's still a king. He's a boxer and he's a champ. Like, that's cool.
Is he cool if Japanese?
I have no clue. I would put him one of these two.
I'd put him, I guess Wizard of Oz. But,
Just because he's short?
yeah.
I don't know how tall he is.
Man, we're really clowning on the short kings. All my short kings, you guys stay awesome.
What were you going to say?
Stay awesome.
I feel like that was not what you were going to say. Stay short?
No.
You're like, stay...
Okay, as a short person,
Okay, wait. Look up Little Mac height. Because maybe he's not as short as I'm making him out to be.
Little Mac height, he's 5'7".
That's not even that short.
Why did we think
they
he was
put little in his name and he's 5'7"?
Maybe because he's next to, what's his trainer's name? Doc Martin or something.
Doc Lewis, I
Doc
think?
Lewis.
Look up Doc Lewis height.
How do you spell his name?
DOC space LUIS, maybe?
UIS. Oh, LOUIS. 6'2". Okay, that's why
Doc Lewis.
it was just a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
So for that, he is a Rizzler.
Wow,
No,
he's not
okay.
even that short.
Honestly, I think he's mid though because
Yeah.
he doesn't say much. And
To
also,
me,
he's
he
probably
gives
got
me a
brain damage.
vibe. I was just gonna say he gives me a vibe of like he's not all there in the brain zones.
Oh man, it's just us now.
Okay, what about next up? What are you thinking for this? I mean, the weird thing is though.
Wait, butt? You putting him in butt? Question mark butt?
Well, I was gonna say the weird thing is he talks though.
Question mark butt?
Well, because but he does talk.
Butt?
Okay, why do you keep saying that?
He looks kind of like the antithesis of Incineroar next to him.
In what way?
They both have the same gray and black colors, but also the red and blue are complete opposites, so they look kind of like tough together. Actually,
That's true. Okay. That will never not be funny.
So there's Marth and Lucina. This is Lucina.
This is Lucina, everybody. I think Lucina's like kind of boring. In my mind, Lucina's like very stuck up.
I think isn't she like a student or something?
I don't know all the lore, but I think she's Crom's daughter.
She's got to be higher than Crom. Maybe not. Doesn't maybe mid. Because Beta is kind of harsh.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
Okay, now we got Luigi.
Luigi.
Does Luigi have that unspoken RIZZ?
No, because he speaks and it's nerdy and like he's scared of everything.
That
like,
sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just that's not something you want to see in my opinion. So I would put Luigi kind of lower.
I'd put him beta. He's not a resistor, but he's like beta.
Yeah, nobody looks at Luigi and is like that guy's sick.
But Mario, he might be cool.
I would guess Mario, like in his lore, is like a billionaire. Because he married into royalty, and then he's always like getting like hired for these different jobs. He's got like castles everywhere he goes and like ships and stuff like that. He's got the Odyssey, which I can't even imagine how expensive that must be.
Yeah.
Like He's a rich guy, so I'd put him pretty high.
I put him Wizard of Oz next to Dr. Mario, maybe.
Yeah.
Next we got, oh boy, what's his name?
This is so fun for me because I get to see if you know people's names.
Bro, all the Fire Emblem characters look the same. Chris.
Chris. So we got Chris. You know what's crazy? This is the one you play.
That's Marth? It does not look like Marth.
What? How?
Oh, I thought, never mind, it does look like Marth. Okay, let's put him mid as well, because I feel like putting them in different tiers would get convoluted.
Yeah. Okay, next up, we got Meta Knight.
Meta Knight's actually got that RIZZ. Have you heard his speech when his ship got shot? Like Kirby destroyed his battleship, and he's apologizing to all the people on board who's are gonna die.
No.
It's actually so deep. I think he's got that charisma to be maybe the Wizard of Oz, maybe even just a straight up Rizzler.
Okay. Holy cow. I never knew. I'm gonna have to insert this in the video.
I could be so wrong. He could say uh-oh.
I'm stinky. Okay, next we got Mewtwo. This is really a weird one.
Just put it in the...
But the thing is, Mewtwo can talk. Speak English.
But doesn't Mewtwo think that everyone else is below them? So I think that Mewtwo...
Is Mewtwo a supremacist?
I think... Wasn't the plot of the movie that Mewtwo wanted to destroy the world or something?
I thought Mewtwo was getting mind controlled though.
Maybe... Well, I feel uncomfortable putting it anywhere but
I guess here, maybe?
True. If you hate humans, are you a resistor?
Yeah, you resist your oppression. Okay, Mr. Game & Watch. He's either got to be here or here because he doesn't say anything. But the thing is, nobody's interacting with Mr. Game & Watch, in my mind. A lot of people won't even see him. Because he's two-dimensional.
If you're looking at him from a certain angle, you just don't even notice him.
Yeah, he's so two-dimensional in his personality that, I think a lot of people wouldn't really
I think that's a question mark, but...
He is so multifaceted, though.
Which is ironic, because he's a two-dimensional character.
Yeah, but he can cook. He can, he works in an aquarium.
He owns a turtle.
He jumps with a parachute, skydiving.
He can clean the floors,
He's got a key to the city. He's got bombs. So he's really an interesting kind of character for that reason.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Olimar. The only interesting thing with Olimar is his microscopic size.
He's about this
Could
tall.
you search really quick how big Olimar is?
Lock in. About 3/4 of an inch.
Okay, so Short King has a new definition with this guy. He is very, 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 very small.
I think because of that, he has to go to question mark but.
Yeah, that's true. Because he's almost not human. I think.
What do you mean almost? I'm pretty sure
he's subhuman. Literally.
Yeah, my big toe is the size of Olimar.
Yeah, so I can't, in good faith put him that high. What about this guy? He doesn't talk.
He likes to eat ghosts.
He eats ghosts. He's really... How will you ever relate to this guy?
He
throws bells and fruit at
fire
people.
Hydrants.
Yeah, what? And he throws fruit at people
I
and
think
bells.
He's also question mark but.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Palutena.
I feel like Palutena's got RIZZ.
She's a god.
So. Yeah. The only thing would be is I feel like she's really cocky, probably. That's how I see it.
Maybe she's cool of Japanese.
Yeah, I think that's true, actually, because her Japanese voice is really good.
Pretty funny if Cool of Japanese just had Falco and nothing else.
Yeah, so maybe she's actually, here.
I think she's a Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
She's got that god wisdom,
Yeah. Okay.
Peach. Also probably Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I think it feels like a different Palutena.
Yeah, because she's also, I think, pretty cocky, but she's, she's got good reason.
Pikachu.
This one, is it this or is it this?
That's a good question, but I think we shouldn't.
I think it's this.
Yeah. Okay. Pikachu.
I know he wears hats. It's not enough for me.
No.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what about this one?
Pokemon trainer. So the person.
Is this a kid or is this an
I
adult?
think it's a kid.
Okay. Okay, next up.
March.
March?
Lucent Earth. What's his name?
Richter?
Richard.
I definitely said Richter.
Yeah, Richter. I feel like he's actually. So he fights vampires.
Yeah.
Lucid Earth.
Do you think that's like an attractive hobby or occupation?
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. I haven't seen like vampire hunting shows, but in like the lobby of my dorm, everyone was watching the Twilight movies. It's very popular, which leads me to believe that a vampire hunter would be pretty rizzy.
Yeah, so maybe here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think you're right.
That's an animal.
It is an animal. Okay. Robin. This is like, in my mind, this is like the nerdiest of the nerd.
Super beta, yeah.
You know. To be honest, maybe
all those Robin mains. Sorry,
guys.
It's just not it.
Okay,
this is a robot.
So, what are you thinking? Because in a way, it's like Chat GPT.
Yeah,
I've heard a RIZZ recently, and people talking to Chat GPT when they're lonely. So
that's depressing.
So
Chat GPT in Rob, and then you get like.
Yeah, because isn't Rob just like Chat GPT essentially, but in a physical body?
Yeah, I'd say what's the RIZZ level of Chat GPT?
Not
very.
You could make a new tier right below if Japanese.
Okay, we already have a lot of tiers.
There's no limit on tiers, I think.
Okay.
You make one RIZZ GPT.
Above or below?
Above this one.
Okay, lock in.
Okay. Yay.
Ta-da.
Okay.
Lucina?
Rosalina and Luma. Okay, so here's my thing with Rosalina and Luma. I think she's actually a very nice person in the Super Mario Galaxy games, which is obviously going to be to her benefit.
Yeah.
Only thing is, she's a single mother, which comes with to the Lumas, right?
Oh.
So, that comes with a lot of responsibility.
What's the lore with Lucina?
With Rosalina.
Sorry,
and so, it's a lot that you're going to have to kind of get yourself, prepared for, I think, with this one. So, that might make it a bit harder. What do you think?
I think probably mid.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like she's older, probably.
She's 13 billion years old.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Roy.
I think Roy is a child.
Yeah. But, yeah. No buts. We're
gonna have a funny cut there. Okay, we got Ryu next up, the World Warrior.
More like Rizzu.
Okay, so where did that come from?
I considered it, but no.
What do you think about him?
I think he's pretty rizzy.
He's got some good, one-liners. Not necessarily in a RIZZ
Is
sense.
he married?
I think he's married to the grind. Like, all he knows is the fight. So, I think he's not, I think he's single.
I think he's a minor.
I don't agree. But he's got some good lines. Like, he'll say, talk is cheap. So maybe he doesn't like talking at people.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not good RIZZ, actually, now that I think about it.
I'd say mid.
Yeah. Mid. Samus. But this is the armored one specifically. Which is, she doesn't talk.
So,
It's either unspoken RIZZ or terrible.
I think terrible.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let me think about this. Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you only ever saw her with the suit,
You would be scared of her. You'd
You
be like,
wouldn't know,
this
like,
robot is out here just killing
I
people.
know people that think Samus is a boy just because you can't tell. So
I know a guy named Ethan who's 100% certain it's a boy. 100%.
Also thinks
certain.
Kirby is a really good character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who is that? Sheik. Who is that?
Is that a new character?
uh,
Okay, we got Sheik.
What do you think the Sheik RIZZ is?
Didn't Sheik try to like defend Link?
This is a unique RIZZ because it's the girl dressing up as a boy RIZZ.
Also trying to save the little boy from Ganon. So, like that was her.
So
sole purpose,
how
I
would
think.
you kind of consider this?
I think cool if Japan. No. I think mid. I want to say.
Okay.
Just kind of like.
Just because there's something kind of off-putting about the trickery, I think, there. Where you're kind of expecting one thing, but you're getting another. Okay, we got Shulk now. I think Shulk gets some points because he's Australian.
Like, I think that's going to boost him.
Because I think people like that accent, you know?
Yeah, so maybe like.
And he can see the future.
Ooh.
Like, that's kind of OP.
Imagine the RIZZ you could have if you knew what the future would be.
Yeah, you could be like, I see that we end up well together. Even though, like, maybe you don't. But you just say that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's evil. That's manipulative.
Yeah, he's got that manipulative Riz. But I'm actually...
We love.
Okay.
I realized I didn't color code the tiers, so it's like yellow, yellow.
Yeah,
yellow,
I was hoping
blue.
you would make them like purple, blue, or something, but
I can
it's okay.
do that.
Simon.
The name is already bringing him back a little bit.
Sorry, guys. If
You
you're
don't like the
named
name
that,
Simon?
it's just it's like a Luigi level name, you know. But what do you think of him actually as a person?
I think he is maybe mid because he's still a vampire hunter.
Yeah.
And those, that's a cool thing.
Yeah, but he's just grown out his hair a bit longer than Richter.
Snake,
Snake, I think,
definitely
is
is
sick.
probably the Rizzler.
People love Snake, bro.
Yeah.
You know, just because he's like, he's a soldier.
This is really an
I
interesting
think we
one.
should. Okay, wait, but isn't in like that TV show? He's like got all his friends and stuff, so he's definitely like a humanoid, like talking.
Yeah, he does say words.
Sonic Speed, Sonic Speed, Sonic Speed. Remember that?
So, where would you put him?
Mid.
Mid.
I'm biased
Against him or for him?
against. I think.
Okay. I think.
I think.
Okay. Next up, we got Wario.
Wario.
So here's the thing. Everybody would hate Wario. Just if we're being realistic.
Yeah, you're right. But
You know.
that's what we love about him.
Yeah, we love it about him, but I don't know if, he's a farter.
I wouldn't want to
He's
know
a
a
biter.
guy who just farts so hard he lifts up.
A guy who
Fart so hard he kills people. Like,
Yeah, that's another way of looking at it.
that's crazy, bro.
I don't like farters. People who just are known for farting.
That's ironic because you really like playing Wario.
I love Wario, but I don't think other people will as much, so.
Uh-huh.
Okay, next up, Wii Fit Trainer.
I think Wii Fit Trainer is good because very athletic, and
Just
very knowledgeable also on
how to be healthy. I feel like Wii Fit Trainer would live a long life.
maybe the only thing to their detriment
Would be they seem kind of like they probably don't make too much as a trainer. I don't know how well that pays. And then B, I would guess they're very vitamin D deficient because they're so pale. There's no way they've ever
heard of the sun even. I would guess they probably live in a dome where it's just dark at all times.
That is something I have not considered.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, where do you think?
I think probably mid.
Okay. Next up,
Wolf.
He talks.
Wolf.
So he's not, like, here.
Where's Fox? I think he's below Fox, but not that far below.
Yeah.
So like Wizard of Oz,
He's
maybe?
probably below because he's bad. You know, he's evil. From what I remember, I think Wolf is the opposite of Falco,
Where his Japanese voice is terrible.
We should listen to that sometime.
Yeah.
Yoshi.
He's a reptile.
Question mark?
Yeah, he doesn't talk. That's always going to be just kind of odd.
Zelda. I'd say
She's
Zelda's-
gotta have good Riz because Link puts his life on the line to try to save her.
Maybe Zelda should go with like Peach in Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
I feel like they're the same level of that.
Getting people to risk their lives for them.
True.
Zero
Suit Samus.
Does she talk more than Suit Samus?
Yeah, she's like,
don't be scared. Or she's like, try me.
like she's
So
kind of
not very friendly.
not very friendly. She kind of gives me like a Black Widow kind of vibe. But I think what's impressive is how good she is at her job. You know, she's very talented.
That is true.
And she's very
Acrobatic as well.
Oh, that's true. So maybe not resistor, but like mid.
yeah. With Sonic. You have the same Riz as Sonic. Okay.
Hero.
Does he say words or does he just yell?
He just yells.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of his go-to.
But he can put you to sleep.
Is that a good thing? If you can put people to sleep, I don't know if that's the reason.
What else can he do that's cool? He can
Blow
make
stuff
you...
up.
Yeah, he can kamikaze.
Turn into metal.
Yeah, he can do that. He can make
launch
you...
fire.
He can disintegrate you.
Mm-hmm.
You
He
know...
can hit you
He can
critically
fly.
well.
Zoom.
Zoom. That is.
Zoom.
You know, so...
I love Zoom so much.
I don't know if he's got Riz, to be honest.
He's like a question mark almost. What do we know about the legendary hero?
Maybe I'll put him like here.
Yeah,
Because I feel like his magic can be impressive to some people.
but he probably doesn't get around a lot.
He's probably not all there in the brain. In my
You know, all that magic probably got to him.
Yeah.
Can you kamikaze in the game?
In
The hero Chronicle, whatever they're called.
I don't know.
That'd be really funny. Anyway, Banjo-Kazooie.
He can't talk. He just says, "Gah."
Yeah, he goes Gahut and shoots you and throws grenades at you. So I think question mark.
Yeah.
Also, he assaults birds, which is not very.
Yeah,
risky.
that's disgusting.
Terry.
Terry
I love-
Bogard.
His character.
He's really interesting because I feel like if you met somebody like this in real life, you would be like, I met the weirdest guy today.
Okay, that is
But
true.
like, he's like charismatic to us. Like,
Maybe
we
he should
really
be
love
cool
him.
with Japanese.
That's absolutely true, but
Kind of in a different way.
Very
okay,
good.
well, this one is not that his Japanese voice is cool. It's just that, you know, when they were making Terry, they tried to make what they thought.
Sorry. Link is asked, why is Olimar so low? Answer me, man.
Oh,
Where's
Olimar is so low. Where is? Oh, here.
Because
He's so small. You know, that's the thing is Olimar. Like, I don't know if Olimar was even trying to get somebody's attention, if they would even notice. Also, what if you go on a date with Olimar and you accidentally step on him?
he could be the absolute Rizzler, but he's the size of my middle toe.
And I think a lot of people would be creeped out by the Pikmin. It's like being friends with like a bunch of ants. It's like that Ant-Man Riz. You know? I don't know if people would love that one, to be honest.
We could wait. Where is he again?
He's right here.
Yeah. So I want to clarify. These aren't bad tiers. These are just. It's hard to really find a place for them.
Yeah, he doesn't have as much Riz as, you know, some of the people up here.
Kind of disqualified for certain factors
Yeah.
of his being.
But yeah, Terry, I'm going to put here because I think in Japan he has more Riz than here.
He average, you know.
Maybe he... But what benefit, what does Olimar have going for him that would boost that would like make him good to someone is what I would be wondering. Okay, here we got Byleth. What are you thinking?
Byleth.
Byleth is a teacher, which I think can be kind of cool for some people.
Yeah, I think that's,
Like that's a very kind thing to do.
I think being a teacher, you get a certain level of charisma. So I would say probably around Wizard of Oz level.
Okay. I would agree. And I think just, knowledge is cool.
Oh, we also have to point out about Olimar is he doesn't say anything either.
Yeah, does Olimar ever talk? I don't think he ever says anything. He just throws the Pikmin and you hear, wow, wow, wow. And Loki is a bad person because he just throws them out and lets them get killed.
Yeah, he belongs in the
Yeah, like he kind of enslaves them.
Min.
Min Min is a really interesting one because this is really something you got to get used to, I think. You can't, like, this would make you uncomfortable if you first meet her. You're like, why are your arms so long?
Yeah.
You would kind of be thinking that a little bit. And why are they made of noodles? Would also.
Why are you noodly?
Why are you made of noodles? So it would be a lot to get used to. What do you think?
So, looking at it from the perspective of she's a professional athlete.
That's true.
She's a professional boxer.
Mm-hmm.
So I would put her with Little Mac in that sense, sort of mid.
Okay, and I've heard that they're... Where's Little Mac?
He's right. Where is he? Oh, he's here.
Okay, I've heard that in arms, they're actually attachable arms. They're not their real arms.
Where are their real arms?
Just under. Like, they just put them on top.
So they're just like have their arms crossed.
Yeah, I guess.
That's kind of tough.
Yeah. So,
Doc Ock.
That's kind of interesting.
Steve, does he have that unspoken RIZZ?
He may. I mean,
He's got
doesn't
that
talk.
chiseled jawline.
He doesn't talk. He has, like, kind of a weird look to him. No drip. But he can have a really good house. He's super resourceful. He's got diamonds and gold.
He can carry billions of pounds of material at the same time.
He can carry so much. Like, he's super strong. So, like, and he's willing to, like, face anything.
Let me see if I can find Steve's drip.
He's willing to, like, fight the Ender Dragon. So, I feel like he could actually be, like, quite high. But, yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough to say, would he be unspoken RIZZ?
Here we are. Never mind.
Okay.
We could look it up, but it's...
I'll just put him here because he can also build a heart in the actual game of Minecraft.
Yeah.
And probably in Smash. I've never seen it happen, but I could see it happening in my head.
Mm-hmm. We're down to the last 5.
Okay, Sephiroth.
Ooh. He does want to kill everyone.
I believe he kills a woman in the game.
Wow.
So, not necessarily RIZZ, but
Or
what do you have to say?
I think he's got that, like, the aura,
He does have so much aura, because he's got one wing. He's got, like, a whole presence to him. Fire just appears wherever he is.
Backwards.
Yeah.
He can walk through fire.
He can walk through fire.
I think he would be...
He's got a really long sword.
I think at least Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, and his drip is out of this world. I think the only thing holding him back is that he is a mass murderer, which can be a turnoff to some people. But
that is true.
Other than that, I think he's really got something good going for him. What about Pyra?
Without Mithra?
Yeah, just Pyra on her own. I think one thing that's going to make her a bit odd to people is that she can switch into another human being. Almost like Launch from Dragon Ball Z.
We must also remember that she is an AI inside of the sword, so that is a argument for RIZZ GPT. However, yeah.
I think you're right. I think this is RIZZ GPT. Now,
Kazuya
Mishima. Kazuya speaks, but it's only in Japanese. So do we do good if Japanese?
He's got... Okay, so this is a toughie. He has tons of aura too, but unless you know Japanese, he's not...
And he's well dressed.
He's very well dressed.
If he's wearing clothes, if he's not...
when
Sometimes
he is
he's... Yeah,
wearing
sometimes he
He doesn't wear a shirt.
Yeah. So he could qualify for Cool of Japanese and Unspoken RIZZ.
Yeah. But I feel like he's always speaking.
True. Okay, so then Cool of Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going Shin.
Yeah. Okay. Now, lastly,
Mithra.
we got Mithra.
Is that another RIZZ GPT?
I think this is gonna be RIZZ GPT.
I think we have no choice.
I think we have no choice at all. Now, this is gonna be the list. I think I don't have any necessarily revisions. I think I kind of agree with everything we said here. Do you have any, final thoughts?
I do think we did Olimar. We did kind of not give him a chance.
He's
just
so
because-
small.
I know, but I feel like a lot of short people would be upset by that. Maybe.
Okay, what if? Here's my thing though. What if? Have you ever seen The Lady and the Tramp?
Yes.
You know the part when the two dogs are. By the way, such a weird plot. Like why is it two dogs in love? Okay. Have you ever seen the part where they're eating the spaghetti and they like go in and they kiss?
I'm not in the screen.
Oh. If
Okay, so
you
they
tried to do
kiss.
that with Olimar, you would eat him.
I never looked at it that way.
So yeah, I don't know.
I guess we can.
Yeah, I feel like we gotta leave him.
I mean, at least he's not in a bad spot.
Yeah, he's really not too low. I think the biggest surprise to me was just how high Steve ended up making it. I think before I made the list, I would not have predicted it.
I mean, I was thinking it was just silly,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But, that is going to be the list. If you're watching this in the video, please like and subscribe. And, feel free to comment below if you disagree with any of our picks. But I do think this is actually pretty solid. Mm-hmm. And, thank you guys for watching. And see ya.
So long.
So long. So long.
Oh, we're still there.
Ah! Thank you so